There's a little collection of paraffin blow lamps. All of them non-working, except for this one. And I repaired this one a few months ago, and it works really nicely. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I managed to get this working again. None of these were working when I got them, but nearly 99% of the time, it's nearly always the pump action that stops working. The rest of it is so simple, such a simple design, that I think most people would get them working. And it is worth getting them working because they're handy bit of tool, and you can clean them up because they're made out of. It's not fully cleaned up. This one I took apart, but they're actually made out of brass, and they can look really nice. As I was saying, it's nearly always the pump. You listen to this one. I'll put this near the microphone. I'll open it up. So if you listen, if you can hear that, it makes a nice. You can hear feel the resistance. Comes up easily, goes down. That pump works, as opposed to these other ones. I mean, you can see that it's just dropping down. So the pump goes up, just drops down. This one, it's got a little bit of resistance. This one actually, you might be able to fire this one up. There's a little bit of resistance in it. You can actually, when you tighten up the valve there, pump it up. Yeah, can't hear any air. Moving on. This one, I don't know that's just terrible. This one, yeah, again, it just falls down. So, what do we need? We need a new washer. So you unscrew the top here, and that all comes out. Okay, there are two different ways of these washers coming on and off. You can see that washer there. These are usually leather. There are some rubber ones. This one, I believe, is leather. Take this one off. Okay, that's the same mechanism. All right. Now you can see. If you can see the two different. Let's get the camera. If you can see the two different ways that these are put together. Okay, this one's got a little nut on it, and this one's just squashed, pressed. Okay, we're going to take these apart so you have a closer look. Okay, here we go. This is the one with the nut. You can see that. This is the one with the nut. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hold the shaft bit in the vise. Okay, not too tight because you don't want to damage that. And just undo the nut. Off that bit comes. Okay. Once you've done that, okay, so that's come off like so. Once you've done that, they might be able to do it both hands. No, I'm going to put the nut part of it into the vise. And with a screwdriver, see there's a little slot here. I mean, if you've got a proper size screwdriver, probably better, but you should be able to just tap it round once that comes loose. Okay. And off it all comes. Then you can replace your washer. And if you have this version, okay, hasn't got the nut on it, similar procedure. Again, I'm going to trap this in the vise. Again with the screwdriver. There you go. It's quite easy that time. Off it comes. Okay, so you got that bit there, and that's your washer. That bit stays on there. That won't come off. So this is the blowtorch that I'm going to replace the washer in today. I prefer these ones, the longer stroke, just feels much better. So this is the replacement washer from the Real Vintage Tool Company. It's a 5/8 inch leather pump washer. Okay, that's the washer in there. On the back it says, moisten with light oil to ease fitting. Okay, let's have a closer look at the washer itself. It's out of its bag. Okay, so it comes with a flat metal washer and a spring washer. I don't think we'll be using those. This is the actual washer itself. You've got a rough side and a smooth side. You see it's slightly domed, and if you look in here, there's a score edge around it as well. Okay, which all helps for it to be the correct shape. Okay, so we're back to the vise. I'm going to hold this again like so, and I've got the washer here. Now you need to remember the smooth side and the rough side. The rough side is what you want on the side of the tube, if you know what I mean. Okay, they're already dome shaped anyhow, so it should sort of be quite simple to understand. Now, these holes are usually quite a tight fit, so you might need to give it a little persuasion with a screwdriver or something to get it on there. Okay. Once you've got it to that stage, go around there, a flat edge, let's push it on. And once you've got a bit of the thread sticking through, you should be able to go back on with your other piece. Then you got this piece. Okay, I just push it round with a screwdriver. Okay, there we have it. Let's give it a bit more, give it its shape back. Okay, and it said, as it said on the packet, a little bit of light oil, so a bit of 3-in-1. That'll help. We're going. Okay, so now we've got our new leather washer, and we're going to just try and put it in there again. Because it's a new washer, it might need a little bit of persuasion to get in to the hole, because it's not fully taken on the shape. Yeah, always have a screwdriver handy just to ease it in if it won't go in straight away. There we go. And straight away I can feel the pressure in there. It feels good. Right, let's put that on there. Another little test you can do. Tighten up all the valves. Tighten up this valve here. Make sure that's on there. Pump it. So you're building that pressure. And if you undo the valve, you can hear the air coming out. So that's definitely working. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to give that a clean up. Then I'm going to start her up. Oh, okay, so the methylated spirits has gone out now. What I do now, close off that valve. I'll give it a couple of pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That didn't work. Okay, so it didn't work. That's pumping up now, but I think we have a blockage in the nozzle. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look at that now. So I've managed to get this little nozzle out of here. which is a little bit of a struggle. I had to use the spanner up on its end like that, try and turn it around. There's not a lot of room in there. What have I found? Look at the back of the nozzle. That's absolutely full of muck. Okay, so I've cleaned that as best I could, and it still wasn't improved. So I think there's a blockage in here. I've taken this, slipped it down a little bit further so I can clean it even better. But I think it's got some muck or build up of muck in this tube, so I'm going to have to give that a thorough clean. So I've given it a good clean up, put this back together again. Now, before when I was pumping this, it's just the paraffin was just dribbling out of here. But now you can see the electric pumps actually dribbling, coming out proper. Okay, that's what you want. So I've put it all back together again now, and see if we can get her working. So in goes the mess. Okay, so the mess has just gone out. Close off that valve. Give it a pump. Sounds better already. Probably not what we want. That was a little bit of a fail. I think that this nozzle, when I was cleaning it, I was a bit over enthusiastic, and I think I may have made the tiny little hole in there a little bit too big. And when I pump it up, the pressure builds up, and too much fuel is coming out, not giving it a chance to mix with the oxygen. So what I am going to do, luckily I have a few spare, I've taken a few spare load lamps. I've taken the nozzle out of this one, this smaller one. This is a non-working one. I don't think this will be repairable. It's got bits missing. And I'm going to fit this one, and hopefully that'll work. This is a very fiddly job doing this. As you can see, there's not a lot of room to hold on to it. And once you get the thread started, it should go in. I assume there's a special tool for doing this. There you go. That's started. And what I've been using this spanner instead of, because it's been so hard to get it on there, as you can see. You can't really get your angles right. Oh, that side just goes on. There you go. You get it. You manage to get it on there, but yet the spanner won't move because it's pressing against the pipework there. It's always the way. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together, and hopefully it will work this time. So here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of mess in here. Now that should warm up this area here. So when the paraffin comes up through here, gets preheated as it comes through, and then shoots out through the jet, mixes with the oxygen that's going through here and here, and should get a nice flame coming out of that. When you're preheating it like this valve needs to be open so the actual expansion of the air doesn't create pressure inside the canister and start burning the paraffin too soon. Just give that a few minutes. Okay, so the methylated spirits has gone out now. I'm going to close this valve, give it a couple of pumps. And there we have. See how hot this is getting here? It's absolutely red hot. It's working nicely now. So that's another vintage blow lamp saved. It's ready to go to work. The only question is now, what should I do next? Now, of course, to shut this down, turn it off, all you have to do is come to this valve here and you turn it, lets all the air out, and the pressure will drop, and then it's turned off. And of course, if you want to relight it while it's still hot, close the valve again, couple of pumps, 1, 2, and then pump up again. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.